Hey folks, good evening or morning or afternoon whenever you're watching this. This is Jimmy Haight and this is Hammer News on Supercreep TV. How are we doing? Not actually a question I'm asking anybody because I don't expect an answer. If you're tuning in again from last week, you'll notice that we have a change of format here. We're cutting out the video for a while until we get an actual decent camera and an actual studio. So please bear with us. We do have a slightly improved microphone, which no doubt will crack because I am a very loud person, and this microphone loves to crack when you are very loud. So prepare thyselves. This is news for... I didn't write down a date, so we'll just say this week. This is well researched, as you can tell. Anyway, you're not here to hear this bullshit. You want to hear something funny, so here's some funny bullshit. Methamphetamine found in racehorse. Party till dawn. A racehorse called Party Till Dawn has tested positive to methamphetamine after a race meeting in regional Queensland. The positive sample for the 5-year-old mare, returned after it placed second in a race in Toowoomba in June, is the second horse to show traces of the drug in Queensland in just over a year. Racing authorities continue to find traces of methamphetamine in horses across Australia and overseas. At one racetrack in Texas in the U.S., 5 winning horses were disqualified over a 3-month period for this year. The Texas Racing Commission reportedly believed the horses were contaminated by their handlers, which means that they were, like, smoking meth with them, right? Is that how it works? I don't know. I really want to believe that there's like a seedy underbelly to horse racing, and there's just riders out there just filling racehorses full to bursting with methamphetamine, but I kind of doubt it. I'm sure it's just racers trying to get that extra edge or whatever. Fucking dum-dums. And is this actually methamphetamine? I've never actually seen it. And to be frank, it kind of looks way too fucking happy to be methamphetamine. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Anyway, next up. Peru police enlist help of Santa Claus. I forgot to mention. Last one. Boop. Let's go back. This came from The Guardian. I gotta give my credit where credit's due. I gotta get better about doing that. Comes from The Guardian. Thank you, The Guardian. This one comes from the UPI. Peru police enlist help of Santa Claus for drug raid in Lima. A police officer in the Peruvian capital disguised himself as Santa Claus to raid a home where officers arrested 4 people and seized a large amount of cocaine paste. Police said the officer wore a Santa suit to the neighborhood so as not to raise suspicion, and he concealed his guns and other gear in a sack. They said undercover officers in festive disguises had been monitoring the area for several days prior to the raid. I'm sure those drug dealers had no idea, right? They had no clue that those people hanging out for weeks were undercover cops, right? Like how he didn't even wear the Santa mask. Oh, there it is. Santa mask until after he busted in. They just thought it was some insane dude. God, it wasn't even like a regular Santa mask. It's got cold, dead eyes. Anyway, next thing, also from the UPI. Thank you, UPI. Irish lawmaker's remarks interrupted by his own musical Christmas tie. An Irish lawmaker's attempt to address the legislature on a serious matter was interrupted by his own poorly timed musical Christmas tie. I'm gonna fuck all of these names up, so please bear with me. Angus O'Snowdie, a member of Ireland's Parliament with the Sinn Féin party, was addressing the body Thursday on the issue of workers being exposed to asbestos in the Parliament building when his microphone began to pick up some electronically produced music.
Angus O'Snowdie.
He already knows he fucked up.
A very important and I think a very alarming report was left on my desk
which suggests that there's dangers to workers and members of this House.
Please ignore my novelty tie. This is very, very important.
In the former RT studios upstairs, and I want to ask what actions will be taken to ensure that when we return...
And he immediately gets heckled. Immediately gets heckled. I'm sure that guy is a blast at parties, though. Him and his fucking dad jokes. And our last article comes from NVIDIA itself. Artificial intelligence generates Christmas song from holiday image. Researchers from the University of Toronto developed an AI system that creates and then sings a Christmas song based by analyzing the visual components of an uploaded image. With the help of CUDA, Tesla K40 GPUs, and CUDNN to train their deep learning models, which if you haven't looked up already, do so now. Like after the video, I guess. But they have these algorithms to create this artwork that is absolutely terrifying. Like, it's totally something you can imagine a bloodthirsty robot would create. And I know it's cliche to say that robots are going to murder us, which they are, by the way, just FYI. But it's just kind of interesting to see the I guess origins of a serial killer. Yeah, see the artwork. I mean, it's kind of like Hitler was an artist. Just saying, just throwing that out there. The researchers trained their neural network on 100 hours of online music. Once trained, the program can take a musical scale and melodic profile and produce a simple 120 beats per minute melody. And then it adds chords and drums. Let's investigate. Let's listen.
Christmas tree is filled with flowers. I swear it is Christmas Eve. I hope that is what you say. The best Christmas present in the world is a blessing. I've always been there for the rest of our lives.
That is terrifying.
100.5 hours.
So about 4 days ago was the rest of your life. Screams of pain.
A fairy tale, a Christmas tree. There are lots and lots and lots of flowers.
Because it's 4 days later and it's your funeral. Like, you could pretty much just replace Christmas with murder time, and it probably would be a more appropriate representation of what that song was actually singing about. Anyway, that's it. That's all the news we got. There are a couple things I would like to mention before I get on out of here. If you like our video, give it a like. Subscribe to it. Come back again. Well, you'll see another video, not next week, because we won't be here next week. We're going to actually celebrate the holidays like real humans do. But after that, we'll be back again doing this stupid bullshit news thing. Anyway, got news tips? Go to our Facebook. Drop a link in a message to us. Or you can go to supercreeptv@gmail.com. Subject newsroom. Send us a message that way. They both work. We have a Patreon too. Patreon.com/SuperCreepTV. We appreciate if you donate. It's not really a donation, it's pledging. I like to say pledging because it makes us sound less needy, even though we totally need the money. If you want to see us improve, though, seriously, like if you want to see better quality, actually have a studio, more variety in television shows, please support us on our Patreon. And we want to give a big shout out to our first contributor, Mary Poppins. Yeah, that's about it. Check us out on Twitter and Facebook. See you 2 weeks from now. Thanks for stopping by.
I've got the old soul, you know, feeling caught my sweetest soul.